in. Welcome, welcome. Come on in, make yourself at home. We're in the studio tonight, and we're gonna have some fun because I love my card. I can't wait to share it with you. Tonight, we are gonna use, well, we're gonna use a little bit of what I used last week because I want to show you something cool. Last week, remember, we did the Turtly Awesome. We did our Turtly Awesome birthday. Look, I did a little envelope for him too. And this card actually goes to someone who shared my video last week, and that person is Sonia. So Sonia, congratulations. You're gonna get a Turtly Awesome card in the mail as a gift from me. So thank you for sharing, I appreciate it. Remember, if you shared a night's video, you too could win tonight's project, okay? All right, so we're gonna be using the Turtly Cute. Turtly Cute. Yeah, it sounds so strange. We're going to use some of that designer paper, but the cool thing is it's paper that you may have left in the pack because you didn't know what you were going to do with it. You know how you find those? Sometimes it's like, oh, I love this paper, but I don't know what to do with this page. So we talked about this page last week that has these little cutouts on it. And these are cool because these are 3x4s, 4x6s, and some little 1x4s down here at the bottom. Really easy to cut out. You'll see what we're going to do with it. But so you have 2 of these full sheets in that Turtly Cute pack of designer series paper. So let me show you the card. I love it. So in the spirit of graduation season, we are going to be pulling in the Party Piggy, and we're going to, I forgot to put these on here. Yeah, I'm going to stick this on here because it was laying here with adhesive on it. We're going to be adding to it with some other bits and bobs. So here's our card. Isn't he the cutest thing? So our little Grad piggy. Isn't he cute? Oh, I just love it. So this is one of those backgrounds that was cut from our designer series paper right here. So that's what you can do with some of your 3x4s and 4x6s from that designer paper pack. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I did the hat and the whole thing. So let's put one together so you can make one of your own if you would like. All right, let me scoot this over. It's spread out here already and I just started. All right, hang tight, here we go. All right, so let's look at it right way so you can see what it actually looks like. So that's our little Grad piggy. Look at his little tassel. Isn't it cute? So what you're gonna need for this card is a piece of basic black cardstock, and that's going to be 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So we'll do that, and then you're going to need that piece of designer paper for that easy background. So to cut these down, I love how Stampin' Up! Designed these. The design team did such a good job because they make it really easy for you to cut it up and not invade the space of other pieces that you may or may not use later. So this strip, like I said, these are 1x4s. So I'm just going to put this over here on my trimmer at 1 inch. Trim it off. There we go. And then this one is 4 inches wide. Let me flip this around. So it's 4 inches wide. So I'm going to put this over here at 4. Like that. Oops, slid. Cut that one out. And I still have these all together that I can use. And then this one is 6 inches wide. So I'm going to cut it at 6, and then I'll show you what we're going to do. So I need this to be about 5 1/4. Oops, I got a little bit of the bottom one on there. I guess I wasn't being too careful here. Oops. Oh, score blade. Trim that off. There we go. Okay, so I want this to be 5 1/4 to fit on the front of my card, like so. So what I'm going to do is put it in here on the right side of the cutting track, and I'm just going to go over to 3/8 of an inch. So right there. So two little two little marks to the left of the 1/2 inch mark if you're not familiar with 2 3/8. Cut that off. Whoops. And we're going to clip it and go to 3/8 of an inch one more time and take it off the other side like that. All right, so now we have a perfect piece for the front of our card. So let's prep our card base. So this is going to be scored at 4 1/4. So I'm going to get 2 cards out of it. Score that. I'm going to turn it and cut it in the middle at 5 1/2. Right, one for now, one for later. All right, now what else do we need? Oh, I need a piece of basic white. This is for the inside of our card, and this one is 4 by 5 1/4. We'll put that right there. And then I need just some scraps to cut the little diploma and the sentiment from. And I have some scrap of black over here too. It's funny because when I went to look for my dies when I was designing for this for Super Saturday, I was like, oh my gosh, I know I bought these dies. I don't ever just buy the stamps that with no dies. I mean, why would I? Still get them cheaper at a discount. So usually I laid it down. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. So it's actually a little half envelope that holds the Party Piggy dies. So it's down in the front section of my little die holder here, and I just missed it. But these are the dies that you get. You'll get one for the head, the body. You'll get this cool circle. And I wanted to measure that to see, because I'm always looking for different size circles. What is that? From blade to blade, it is 1 1/2. So yay, 1 1/2 inch circle. This one cuts the party hat, and this cuts the little flags that you can stamp in color. Isn't that cute? Now look at these things. I am so proud of you. Let's party. What's shakin' bacon? And happy birthday to you. Aren't they cute? Super, super cute. Plus confetti. Can't go wrong with that. All right, so those are the dies. Let's stick these back in here because I already cut my little piggy out. There we go. So here is my piggy, and it's cut from Petal Pink cardstock, which I think is perfect pink for the pig, but that's just my preference. You could do whatever you would like. And then I did a little bit of coloring on here, not much, just a little bit. So let me see, there we go. I'm gonna use some light crumb cake. There we go, light crumb cake to do the little spots. Now on the other card that I'm gonna show you, I used a darker, I think I used pecan pie on the spots for that one, but totally up to you. You could do all kinds of colors. The way I've seen pigs on the farm these days, there's lots of color combos. So a little bit of crumb cake here. And then I'm gonna also do his little feet. So really quick to color. Then for the face, we are going to use, I used some dark Pretty in Pink because I wanted it to, it just looks a little more like Flirty Flamingo when it comes out on this Petal Pink cardstock. I tried it on some scraps and I really liked the way this one blended out into that really pretty pink. So I just went in and did a little bit in the ear and the little snout. Like that, oops, like that. And then I just did a little bit of a shadow under the chin and 2 pink cheeks. You don't have to do the cheeks if you'd rather yours not have it. I just thought it was cute. Now maybe we'll do this one. Now I guess we should do it this as a little boy. All right, so now I am going to take my little pig head here, and I want to just kind of tack it down with a little strip of dimensional right here at the very, very top, like so. And it's cool because you can tilt his little head, so he's kind of inquisitive. You know how I am with punch art when I start playing around with them. So much like that. So there's our little pig. I mean, easy peasy, right? Okay, so let's set that aside. And I'm going to bring in a couple pieces, little strips of black cardstock. Now, I just cut some random strips of cardstock and then trimmed them down because the hat is not, it does not need to be that big. It's not even probably, it's maybe not, a little over a ½ an inch top to bottom, and we're just going to trim those little divots out, and then just a little strip of black there that I trimmed the ends on. So just going to trim a little piece, and I'll measure it across, give you a better idea. I'm pretty sure it was like 1 and let's measure it just to be sure. I'll tell you what I did. Yeah, so it's about 1 inch. I think I did cut like a 1 inch by 1 inch square, and then I realized it was way too big for what I needed. So I'll trim this down just 1 inch. And because there's not that much room between the pig's ears, you want to make sure it's gonna just settle in there a good spot. So once you have that little strip, you can always trim the top down, but I'm going to just take my paper snips. Excuse my shaking hands tonight. My shakes are back for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, see? Start over. Sometimes my shaking hands just wreak havoc. Had it for years and years and years, and it really gets old. Do that, yeah. All right. Let's see if I can do it without messing it up this time. So you're just going to do like a little half, not even, a half moon kind of thing to the close to the middle, like that. And then you'll do it again over to the other side, like that. Okay, so that's going to fit right there. Now I'm even going to trim a little bit of this off because it's still too tall. And you can do school colors, you know, cap and gown, whatever you want. I know most colleges do black, but you could do whatever. Then I have this little strip. This is about 1/8 of an inch, and I'm just going to trim off. This is about 1 inch. I wanted it about 1 1/4 inches, I think. I'll trim that down. And all you need to do for this is go in from one corner and trim like that. Flip it over and do the same thing over here. Just a little perspective. All right. Now let's, I'm gonna get some green glue. I have to show you. Look at my friend Diane brought me in Orlando. She 3D printed these. Is this not the cutest thing ever? I love you, Diane Evans. You're amazing. So my little green glue and the holder for the top. Love it. All right, so let's put just a touch of glue across the top edge. Spread it out a little. And then, what am I, oh, I'm going to use a take your pick with the putty on the end. I think I'll have an easier time with this. And then I'm just going to set the top right on there, like that. You can wiggle it around to get it how you want it. Straighten it out. Oop. And no two hats will be the same, trust me. All right, let's put a little on here. And we'll glue it to the top of the head, like that. Cutie patootie. All right, now for the little tassel. I just pulled in whatever baker's twine I had. This one was one that was in my stash. I know I have a bunch of the new one for the on-the-go suite, but I didn't want to open a new pack just for this, so we're just using this one. So I'm just going to take it and I'm going to do it so I have 3. I just wound it twice like that. And not good snips. Gonna need those. All right, so I just have the 3 strands, and I'm gonna just tie a knot here in the center, pretty tight like that, and I kind of went in and just gave it a little twist to get them so they were playing nice together in there. All right, so I'm gonna put a little dot up here at the top of the cap, like that, and glue it down. I'm just gonna hold it for a few seconds. Hi Jean, how are you? Oh, it's so good to see you. Hi Debly, hi, good to see you. Oh, don't you love my orange band-aid Lindsay put on me? I'm lucky it's only orange this time. You wouldn't believe. She always says, Nurse Lindsay to the rescue, and then she puts crazy band-aids on me when I get a cut. She's the best. All right, so you just want that to make sure it's tacked down pretty well. And what I will do is take one of my handy-dandy little clothespins, and I'm just gonna clip it so it will stay together and hold while it, while it sticks. Yep, that's what it's gonna do. All right, while it's doing that, I'm gonna set that aside, and I'm gonna bring in a little strip of basic white, and we're gonna cut another piece. This one's about 1 1/4 inches. And I know I said about, just, you got to go with me on this. It's like a dash of salt, a dash of cinnamon, you know. And then I'm going to do a little less than 1/8 of an inch wide. Okay? Oh, thanks, Michael. It's so good to see you. All right, I'm going to take the bottom edge and just curve it off like that. And then I'll take the top and curve it off like that. Okay. Ta-da! That's our little diploma. I'll put that up there. Now for the stole around the neck, it's actually for a little award, I guess. I cut a piece of Pacific Point. Yeah, blueberry bushel. I don't know what it is. I can't remember. And this one's 1 1/2 inches wide. Okay, so I'm gonna go right around the middle and I'm going to trim up at an angle like that, and do it again right over here. Doesn't have to be perfect. No two will be the same. Like that. Okay, now it doesn't have to be very long because it's going to tuck up under the pig's neck. So I'm going to cut off my little triangle there and just trim in like so. Like that. little stole. I'll set that there. And what else? Oh, I gotta do the sentiment. So I'm gonna take the scrap of basic white and we're gonna stamp "I am so proud of you" in Memento Tuxedo Black. Are any of you all, we needed to build an ark today, I swear. It has rained and rained and rained and rained. You guys having rain today? I'm not a fan. My dogs are not a fan either. All right, once I have that done, I'm just going to trim it out. And I'm not going to go in between the words because I just wanted to do, I always call this ransom note. I don't know what other people call it. We call it ransom note. So I'm just going to trim this out so that it looks a little funky. Don't you love that? I am so proud of you. All right, so this guy, go over. Thank you all for being here. If I forgot to say that, I really, really look forward to being here with you all and seeing you. So proud of you. Did I get it? I got it. Okay. I am so proud of you. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere my stage to my card front. I mean, you can't beat designer paper that's going to just create a whole scene for you in one fell swoop, right? And honestly, how many times do you not use pieces like this because you're not quite sure what to do? I just thought these were really neat for this particular card. All right, there's our stage. All right, so while we have that, let's do our sentiment over here on the right. And this is a perfect time to use these really thin edge pieces. Love these pieces. Don't ever throw these away. Use every bit. There we go. I am so proud. I hope you guys will join me for this scrapbook virtual retreat. It really is so cool. I'm so excited about it. I had it marked on my calendar to make sure I ordered today because it's going to sell out. I know it will. They have limited quantities and I've seen lots of people talking about it online that they're going to do it. So if you want one, better grab it. I am so proud of you. There we go. All right, now, let's see. That's stuck for me. Yes, thank you very much. All right, I wonder. Let me see. I think I'll try these. You never know which nips in my office have been used for other things. I'm just going to trim these off. There we go. Yay. Oh, that's a little long. Always go back and trim it again. Oh, come on. Let's use these. Now, if these don't work, somebody in this house is in trouble. Come on. Much, much better. All right, so let's put the stole on. Now you can see how long I cut this. This is really, it's like over an inch long. So we don't need that much space. So I'm going to trim some more off here because I want to tuck it up under the head. Let's put it right about there. All right, don't make my tassel look like a bad bang trim. All right, now the cool thing of embellishments that I decided to use is here, right here. Cool embellishments that I used are under everything I just laid down. Here they are. So these are the Starburst sequin. You see those? So you've got some purple, yellow, and white. So what I did was I took the larger one and used that as kind of the metal here. Give it a little press. And then I used a couple of little ones over on the side. So let's pop this guy up. Did you, Michael? Oh, good. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. I looked through all the layouts today and it just got me more excited. It really did. I can't stand it. Having all those done at one time. Woohoo! And you don't have to have your pictures printed or anything. In fact, it's better if you don't, because you'll just whiz through getting the pages done and then you can think about what pictures you want to do later. All right, suit, come on. There we go. Okay. So we'll put our little pig right there. Can you stand it? Love that. All right, now what I did was I added a couple of these little yellow ones over here on the side, just because, you know, 3 and all that. But these are Starburst sequins. Don't forget about them. You will love them. All right, now we need a diploma. Yeah, I think I'm going to trim this the other way. I think I like it better with both ends rounded the other way. Yeah. Nobody would ever care but me. But all right, so I'll put this over here. Like that. Yay! All right, so there's that. Now for the inside, I know I have happy graduation or good luck or something like that on another set. I didn't pull those out, but I did want to go in and put some confetti because it's too stinking cute not to. There we go. All right, let's use Azure Afternoon. Love it. There we go. Then I can put my greeting and write my sentiment. Alrighty. Alright, I really have to show you my card, the other card I made. I can't believe it was all I could do not to make that one for you tonight. I can't wait. We're going to make it next week. I you'll join me for that because it's so cute. All right, so there's our Party Piggy Grad for tonight. But wait, there's more. Because I don't see it laying here. But I did a hula piggy. Look at her little eyelashes. With the hibiscus in the background. And then I have some little flowers that are up here on her little ear for decoration. And this whole thing it's so cute. I can't wait for you to see it. But we'll make one next week, so you'll get to see the whole thing. But if you would like a Grad Piggy card and you would like to share tonight's video, that would be fabulous, because you will have a chance to win this card. All right, that's all for now. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I hope wherever you are, you stay dry. I hope we do too. But I will see you again next Wednesday, and until then, stay safe, stay well, and God bless. Good night, friends.